The hidden truth about big tech, how they control your life. Big tech isn't just shaping the future, it's already shaping your life. Whether it's the phone in your pocket, the apps you scroll every day, or the way you shop online, companies like Google, Apple, Amazon, and Meta are pulling the strings. They're not just technology companies anymore. They're some of the most powerful institutions on Earth, more influential than most governments, richer than entire nations, and controlling billions of people in ways that most of us don't even notice. Let's break it down. Google, the gatekeeper of information. Every time you type a question into Google, you're putting your trust in one company to decide what information you see. And here's the truth, Google isn't neutral. Studies have shown that the top 3 results get more than 75% of all clicks. So if Google decides to push something down the list, it might as well not exist. In 2017, the European Union fined Google over $2.7 billion for giving unfair preference to its own shopping services and search results. That's not a mistake. That's deliberate manipulation of what billions of people see when they search. And it goes deeper. Think about YouTube, also owned by Google. The recommendation system decides 70% of what people watch. That means Google is not just showing you content, it's shaping your beliefs, your worldview, and even your politics. Former Google employees have come forward saying these algorithms are designed to maximize engagement, even if it means pushing users towards more extreme or polarizing content. Google isn't just a search engine anymore, it's a filter on reality itself. Meta, the social surveillance empire. Now let's look at Facebook or Meta. On the surface, it's just where you scroll memes or chat with friends. But under the hood, it's one of the most powerful data mining machines ever created. The Cambridge Analytica scandal in 2018 exposed just how far this can go. Personal data from 87 million users was harvested and used to target political ads during elections in the US and the UK. That means your likes, your posts, even your personality traits were used to influence how you voted. And Meta still hasn't stopped. In 2021, a whistleblower named Frances Haugen leaked thousands of internal documents showing that Facebook's leadership knew its algorithms were amplifying hate speech, misinformation, and harmful content, but chose profit over fixing the problem. Even scarier? Meta tracks you outside its platforms. Through invisible like buttons and tracking pixels embedded in websites, Meta builds a profile of you, even if you've never had a Facebook account. Amazon, the everything store that owns you. Amazon feels convenient. You order something and it arrives at your door in 2 days. But that convenience comes with a hidden cost. Amazon controls nearly 40% of US online retail. But it doesn't just sell products, it studies you. Every purchase, every search, every click helps Amazon learn your habits. This isn't just about ads, it's about crushing competition. Investigations revealed that Amazon used data from independent sellers on its platform to launch its own competing products, often at lower prices, forcing small businesses to close. And behind the scenes, Amazon's empire runs on brutal efficiency. Warehouse workers have reported being timed down to the second by tracking devices. Algorithms decide when they can take breaks. Some employees have said they avoid drinking water just to skip bathroom breaks. That's the hidden human cost of your free 2-day shipping. And don't forget Amazon Web Services. AWS powers a massive portion of the internet, including Netflix, Disney+, NASA, and even parts of the US government. Amazon doesn't just run shopping, it quietly runs the backbone of the modern web. Apple, privacy or profit? Apple loves to market itself as the good guy in big tech. What happens on your iPhone stays on your iPhone. But let's look closer. Apple has built what's known as the walled garden. If you own an iPhone, you're locked into Apple's ecosystem. Its App Store, its payment systems, its iCloud services. Developers have no choice but to pay Apple's 30% cut on every app purchase. In 2020, Epic Games, the creators of Fortnite, took Apple to court over this. They argued Apple's dominance was anti-competitive, and while Apple mostly won the case, the lawsuit exposed how much control they really have. And while Apple talks a big game about privacy, it has made compromises. In 2021, reports surfaced that Apple was considering scanning iPhones for illegal content before it was uploaded to iCloud. privacy advocates warned that this would open the door for governments to pressure Apple into surveillance. Apple paused the rollout after backlash, but it showed how even the privacy company is willing to bend. The bigger picture: control beyond borders. Here's the part most people don't think about. Big tech doesn't just control individuals. It influences entire governments. These companies spend hundreds of millions of dollars every year on lobbying. In fact, in 2022, Amazon, Meta, Apple, and Google were among the biggest lobbyists in Washington. That means they're shaping the very laws that are supposed to regulate them. Outside the US, their power is even more complicated. Authoritarian governments have used big tech platforms to spread propaganda, monitor citizens, and suppress dissent. In some cases, tech companies have complied, choosing access to foreign markets over protecting human rights. The truth you can't ignore. The reality is this: big tech companies are no longer just businesses. They're global empires. They decide what you see, what you buy, how you communicate, and even what you believe. And as technology grows, artificial intelligence, smart devices, virtual reality, so does their control. Imagine a future where your home, your job, your health, and your relationships are all mediated through these companies. That future isn't decades away, it's already beginning. So what can you do? The first step is awareness. Understanding that the apps and tools you use every day aren't neutral, they're designed to influence you. The second step is accountability, pushing governments and regulators to challenge big tech's dominance. And finally, it's about choice, being mindful of how much of your life you hand over to these corporations. Big tech impacts our daily lives, shaping convenience into manipulation. While scrolling or shopping, algorithms curate experiences we often overlook. Each action feeds data collection, transforming personal choices into corporate profits. This raises concerns about our autonomy as consumers in a digital age. Social media also affects our connections, prioritizing some interactions while creating echo chambers. Friendships may mirror curated content, limiting diverse viewpoints and experiences. Connections can be monetized, compromising authentic relationships. To regain control, we must educate ourselves about technology's impact. Questioning app motives and advocating for data transparency is essential. Building relationships offline can restore authenticity, promoting diverse ideas and healthier choices. Empowerment comes from recognizing our ability to seek alternatives to corporate manipulation. Movements for ethical tech practices are emerging. Grassroots organizations advocate for data privacy and user rights, with some consumers favoring anonymity over convenience. Educational initiatives enhance media literacy, informing individuals about online mechanisms. Communities equipped with knowledge can collectively challenge big tech's dominance. Big tech's reach is profound, embedding itself into our lives. Each dependency heightens our risk of losing autonomy. Awareness and advocacy are vital to demand data transparency. Digital literacy can empower us to resist manipulation and make informed choices. Reclaiming autonomy requires education, advocacy, and community resilience. Together, we can ensure technology enhances rather than controls our lives. The future rests in our hands, urging us to reshape it collectively. Tech can connect us but may also fracture our community if we're unaware. The cycle of validation fosters superficial interactions, complicating real relationships. Each click reinforces corporate interests over our genuine needs. Understanding this manipulation is crucial for finding authentic connections and fulfillment beyond screens. If you made it this far, thank you for sticking with me. Drop a comment down below. Do you think big tech has gone too far? Or is this just the price we pay for innovation? And if you found this video eye-opening, hit that like button and subscribe to Tech Tomorrow. We're exposing the hidden truths about technology so you can stay informed and stay ahead. Stay aware, stay sharp, and I'll see you in the next one.